Good afternoon. Our team had a mission to implement a returnable process between Philips and our main customer, reducing the pack cost in 50%. We are Pushcart team, and this is our project. First, some pictures our city. Encontro of the Waters, Amazonas Filter, Party of the Boys in Parintins City, Ponta Negra Beach, Ariaú Amazon Towers, Guaraná, Arara, Rio Negro Palace, and Manaus Harbor, its beauty. Other picture of location: South America, Brazil, Manaus, our factory, and production lines. Nokia products: the City 4, Halka, Popeye, and the Maxo and Isle. Siemens products: Piranha, Tuna, and Barracuda. Nokia had invited Philips to join Six Sigma program, and we had to choose a special process to apply it. The process suggest was delivery process, so to facing this mission, a special team was created. We are Pushcart team, and our project is a revolution. Our team is Edi Pereira, project leader, Jebson Dantas, layout implementation, Denilson Chaves, inbound material floor, Paulo Maciel, outbound material floor, Marcileia Picanso, product process, Débora Oliveira, fiscal implementation, Jacques Saldanha, customer implementation, Elido Montenegro, results and the project paperwork. It means that our customer is 100% involved in this project. Business and neighbors.
We usually send raw material to Nokia in a traditional way. It means using pallets, cartoon boxes, and plastic blisters. In these pictures, show our finished goods stock at our factory. So, for the packed cost of this material, the expensive part was the blister, with almost 97% of the total cost. Was clear that we had to find a way to deal with this critical material. The target of the project was developing a new packaway to send displays. So we started the brainstorming and tried to define the process. The final idea was developing a special car to send display from Philips to Nokia in conformity with Brazilian law. A benchmark consult was established between our partners and even in the competitor to check if we find anything similar, but unfortunately we did not find. The better option was the plastic suppliers that had some car to deliver some plastic cover for cell phone, but the project had too many problems. Difficult handling, the car was involved by plastic film, maintenance problems, and other matter above mentioned according to Nokia's feedback.
We almost understood the problem, but we had to check if this project was aligned with our 2004 must-do actions. So we compared the Pushcart project with our one-page strategy, and here is the results. For strategy, partner with leading customer delight its expectation. Introduce high-technology products aligned with customer needs. Pursue world excellence in process and manufacturing. For leadership, develop market, teamwork, and continuous improvement drive mindset. For values, delight customers, deliver on commitment, develop people, and depend on each other. For financials, at the cost of organization and productivity. For process, the business excellence, the manufacturing excellence, people development, and new products introduction. For the main actions we must to do, improve operational profitability by gross margin growth and sales volume. Optimize the local research and development application. For extended business process, improve continuously PBE program and its PSTs. So our project is linked with our one-page strategy and the customer needs. The solution of these matters, according to the team, was a special car considered the standards, and I'm talking about the ISO 9000, that talks about the quality, the ISO 14000, the environment, and the new ones, the OSAS 18000, that talks about the safety and health handling. The solution has to consider a two-way LCD package, empty trays to avoid dust, easy to handle by men or women, do not need any plastic film, easy maintenance and spare parts, save space against the old method at customer's warehouse, eliminate the package scrap in terms of carton and wood, anesthetic material, special wheels to reduce the friction, tube structure, eliminate accident risk, spring suspension to reduce the vibration in the transport, and a security brake. So, in a few words, an innovative solution. At this point, we count with a partnership of UFAM, is our Amazonas Federal University, and Solinox, a supplier tooling. Another good point is relate the research and development budget that could be used to close the project phase. We can see from suppliers, UFAM and Solinox, the main customer, Nokia, involved, and Philips MDS Manaus. So we will work as an entire team. To follow in the project, we use our own paperwork and many quality tools. An example of this is our project charter that details some phases of the project and was submitted for our industrial manager to be approved. Another point is our investment analysis that considers the returnable process for blisters, the acquisition of the cars, the acquisition of the spare parts, additional costs of the project, and we can see total investment in reals for 420,000 reals, and it means around $200,000. And you can see the payback in 5 weeks. Our estimated saving for 12 months would be $1 million. Another example of this is our estimated demand according to the demands that we get from Nokia. And that time you can see that we have a saving of almost 340,000 euros saving in this project. So these information are submitted to our F&A area and to our industrial manager, and the project was released. So the project was approved for the both areas. Talking about business results. The prototype was concluded with success, and here are some pictures of this fact. But what about the customer feedback?
My name is Saldanha, and I am working at Nokia Manaus, responsible for Philips MDS supply process. What we could see in this project: plastic door that save feeder time for operator, scrap reduction to 10% of plastic and carton, special raw material used in their prototype production, more stable and durable in terms of shelf life, spring suspension, reducing the transport vibration, very good safety brake system, improvement of 50% at our warehouse capacity. In few words, Philips car was inside Nokia best in class. Here is a picture of the team that handles the process inside Nokia.
Okay, just in terms of capacity, we can see the following evolution. The old method considered the pallets can storage 24 packs per location. The new method considered the push car can store 36 packs per location.
Let's remember one thing. Does anyone remember these slides? Don't you remember? Let's apply the same figures for push car prototype. Design for you. Customer consultant and the product design to exceed expectation. Easy to handle. Too easy to handle, move, upload, download, and count material. Advanced. Anti-static device, tuber structure, easy maintenance, and wheels with safety brake. In other words, our product is aligned with our brand position. We get the mass approval for 30 cars, and our partner Solinox conclude this phase. One very important point was that the whole process was followed with Philips paperwork. Here you can see our change proposal approved by all areas, the significant change at this process. Other critical point is the approval process with our government that spent us around 2 months until we get a final decision and fiscal go ahead. After that, everything was approved and ready to run. The process was implemented with success and at Nokia and released from now on.
Talking about savings. Time management, because the project was closed on time, especially because we have this issue as a KPI from Nokia to follow in the project. We had a significant increase in capacity at Philips warehouse in terms of 60%, and if we will still want to increase, this win would be around 150%. At Nokia warehouse, they can store in one location 2 cars, and for them it means 50% more material storage at the same space, so a significant increase. In terms of our target, we had reduced 70–80% the packing cost with returnable process of blister, and we do not use anymore the remaining material, pallets, carton boxes. So our target was overcame. Well, in terms of our annual saving, we estimated for 2005, according to the last demands from customers, something around 390,000 euros with this project.
In terms of learning and share knowledge, this project gives us a chance to understand and know too many quality tools. An example is the fishbone diagram, the Pareto diagram, the conogram, the FIMEA, and the others. Other good point was a chance to extend our learning with other Philips sites. Here you can see a letter from our CEO, Harold Hoskins, when he came to Brazil and we had a chance to show the project. And he say, Curnia, Manaus factory is introduced a new way to package the displays to the Nokia factory. The savings from this are multitude. Could you please establish from your team a contact with Melhoria with the objectives to see whether we can take cues from this interesting improvement towards our other customer destination? I'm sure Melhoria can provide more detail on the method used and its advantages. Regards, Harold. Other good opportunity was when Mr. Kleisel came to Brazil and we had a chance to show him our project and the benefits between Nokia and Philips. Here you can see some pictures of these facts. In the beginning of this year, we showed the project to Siemens and Baudalumberg, other customers in Manaus. They had approved the prototype, and during February, the project was implemented with success. So, right now, the project was approved by other customers and is running now. Other good point that I would like to enforce in this project that from MDS, the whole business MDS, we have 2 headquarters, from in Shenzhen and another in Shanghai. Next Sunday, I'm going to Shanghai and Shenzhen to make a deployment of this project to them and discuss the benefits of this new LCD package way to send the displays to customers. I would like just to give you an idea that, for example, for our plant was a significant increase because no one in the world would be able, can understand what's the way that you use to make this kind of transport to Nokia and the benefits that you get from this work. The best idea that our group or the Pushcar group has to send to you or to give to you is that we have to work with our customers. One proof of that is that Saldanha is a buyer from Nokia, and he helps us very much to improve the idea, to finalize the idea, to check the good points in the project. So this is our project. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoy our presentation. One more time, thanks.
Questions from the judges? Questions?
I had one. I think you mentioned participation with a local university.
Yeah.
Could you say a little more what they contributed to the project?
Yeah, actually, we're talking about the Amazonas Federal University. As Manaus has to use or to improve the research and development budget, we choose a university to help us in the testing process for the car. Actually, we have idea together with Nokia to design the car, but for example, we do not have labs to test the car, to test the vibration, to test the anesthetic material. So they help us in this step of the process to get the correct material that will be approved by Nokia after we prepare the sample and send to Nokia to be approved.
So, how did the design come about? Who was responsible for making the design?
The design process, as I tried to explain you in the presentation, we do not have any idea about what is the way that you have to assemble this car. The only thing that you have is a car that the plastic suppliers has to send some covers for the cell phone. So we get this idea, and we decide together with Nokia what's the best-in-class car that Philips MDS can send to Nokia to guarantee the quality of the displays. So we get the main ideas, and we get, for example, a sample of this car that has some difficulties, and we imagine and we dream what is the best car, what is the best way to upload, download without problems, what is the raw material that can guarantee the quality of the LCD, because LCD is a critical part of the cell phone. It's the most expensive part and the most critical part in the telephone. So I think that to answer you, we dream together with Nokia this special car.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool. Thank you.
So did you have results from either lack of units being damaged or that quality measure that you might have seen from the implementation of the new card?
Yeah, we are running this project since on September with the sample, the first car, and we sent to Nokia to make all the evaluation about the process, about the car. After that, we implemented Nokia in December with the engineers help, engineers guys from Nokia that has made several tests in the car. And right now, we do not have any case of, for example, to lose a LCD just like because the cars do not has any static devices or any damage in the transportation or, for example, any critical case that they suspect about the car. And this is the reason that is quite to be good, has someone from Nokia inside the group because we have this feedback so very fast. And this is the reason that I'm sure to you that in almost 6 months, that's where I implement the process and running the process. Since the beginning, we do not have any quality problems with the pushcar project.
From what I saw is kind of very good solution to very complicated problems. I know about logistics and especially on LCD transportation. So I think you did it great. So what I like to know is the car looks to me pretty good, the idea, and also I think customers appreciate that a lot. So how do you make the control of the flowing of all the cars from you to the customer, and how do you make sure that maintenance will be affordable for what you design?
Okay, very good question. First, how do we control the flow of the cars? Actually, this is a brief view of our project. We did not have a chance, for example, to detail to you the whole process. This project was divided in 4 phases. The first phase was the dream with the workflow. So in this workflow, we dream together with Nokia and define the whole workflow. The second one is develop the car, the prototype. The third one is develop the, how can I say to the fiscal implementation with our government, Brazilian, because Brazil has some difficulties to implement a returnable process. And the fourth is, okay, it's quite to be good, has this whole situation already implemented, but for example, if you do not have a layout that will help you to use the push car, everything will be not enough to cover this topic. So we developed together with Nokia a control between Nokia and Philips. So for example, every day our warehouse has the exactly quantity of the cars that we have in Nokia, and each morning our the transport guy that made this work for us goes to the Nokia, see what cars are empty, get these cars to Philips. Philips upload the car and send back to Nokia. So it's just like a Kanban process for LCDs. Another good point that you have to enforce is the Brazilian law did not allow, for example, a returnable process without they approve it. So they made several requests from us that guarantee that we will use a returnable process according to the Brazilian law. So it made in a deeply analysis, this helps us to close the whole process, to guarantee the process, the material that will go to Nokia and the material that will came back from Nokia. So I think that we close this topic, this control with the government helps and with the workflow project conclusion.
Have you considered any kind of for example, new technology as RFID in order to easier control the car?
Would you please repeat the question because I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of a difficult control what you're going to go through. My question is, if you consider such kind of new technology as RFID in order to make it easier for yourself?
Yeah. You're almost, how can I say to you, almost find the next project, okay. Yeah, exactly. It is in the beginning of the project, as we have R&D, research and development budget, we're talking with the guys of semiconductors about the RFID technology to control the quantities. So it's just like to make a portal that when you send the card, they control the quantities, they check the raw material if you have any discrepancy. We are talking about with them, we are checking with them, and would be the second stage of this project. Right now, we are using the code bar to control the whole process. So we have some ideas to add to improve the RFID, but in the future.
Is this adaptable to international shipping, or is it just local shipping?
Okay. No, it is a local, if I understand correctly your question, it is a local project. This is the reason that I'm going to Shanghai and Shenzhen to show the process, because they will evaluate if this process would be applied for their sites. For example, in Manaus, Nokia is half of an hour from our factory, so it's very close. Siemens is 15 minutes from our factory. So what do we think that the prototype, the car is quite too strong, is a very resistant, but we have to work together with Shanghai and Shenzhen to be, if you can use or extend the appliance of this project for another sites. We are discussing since last year with Shanghai and Shenzhen to check if they can use these cars for customers close to the factory, and in our opinion, it would be approved. But we have to discuss and give more details for them, and evaluate the car, evaluate the process to check if it would be applied to them, for example.
It seems to me that this looks like quite an environmentally friendly approach.
Oh, yeah.
Did you quantify that or have some measures for that?
Yeah, actually, one of the benefits that Nokia reinforced for Philips is exactly that. Because, for example, when you use the pallets, the structure of the pallets, you use wood, you use carton, a lot of plastic. And when we start to implement the push car, actually they have one guy working at Nokia just to get the scrap and segregate the scrap and give their the destination of the scrap. So right now, for example, with the Philips material, they do not have to do anything, because we do not have cartoon, we do not have plastic, and we do not have the wood, the pallets. So it would be a great point that they reinforce for us as a good point that they approved the project there. Another additional point that I forgot to mention to everyone is that the presentation that Saldanha showed you is the exact presentation that was shown to the board for the Nokia board. So the main managers, the engineer managers, the logistic manager guys, to approve this project. So they same the same question to you make me right now. What is the environment win of this project? So in terms of carton, we usually they usually spend 300 kilos. No, carton is 600 kilos per month of scrap, and the plastic 300. So for these quantities, right now is zero. They do not scrap anything with the LCD for Philips.
Very good.
Thank you.
So, sorry, just a quick question. I'm assuming that Nokia also save money on the handling side, so everybody benefits, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. This is the reason that they will push us to improve this process, to close this process, and help us to exchange knowledge and get information to approve the process there. We have the same process with Siemens, and we have the same process with Baldo, because when we show the car, when we show the process, they saw, hey, we have many benefits with this process. Hey, we have to implement right now the same.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.